Hey everyone, James Baek here. Welcome back to another episode of VGC 2020 Baek Battles. Today we're going to be using the Cramorant team that Plup used in the Wolfie Invitational. I think helped or built by the Ashton Cox, who is a two-time international champion. We got Rhyperior, Sableye, Arcanine, Rotom, Gastrodon, and the Cramorant. So, spoiler alert, I'm not really that good with this team. It's definitely a bit obscure, but I do want to learn more about this team because I think this is the best Cramorant team that you could find around potentially, and yeah, I definitely want to use it, and I think it has some really cool ideas. So we got Jin as our first opponent with the team of Sylveon, Arcanine, Grimmsnarl, Dragapult, the Dusclops, and the Dhelmise. This is a really interesting team because I don't know what, like usually you see Dusclops on Hard Trick Room, and you see Sylveon and the Dhelmise usually on Hard Trick Room, but they're not really the most offensive powerhouses in Trick Room, so really interested to see what is going to go on in this battle. I think I could lead Sableye, which I am kind of okay with. I think Sableye plus the Cramorant seems fine here. Yeah, I like that. There's no reason for a Lightning Rod user, and I don't think that the Rhyperior is that good, so I think I'm going to bring Arcanine because I like having that Will-O-Wisp option as well as the Intimidate, and bring the Gastrodon in the back. So I really got to figure out like what you want to lead specifically. Like I know Sableye Cramorant is usually the staple lead. You probably have other leads such as like Arcanine plus one of the bottom three of these teams, but not exactly sure what the best lead is in all scenarios, so I do need to get in and learn that. So we will see how this goes. The Grimmsnarl is kind of a threat because of the light screen option, as well as the Spirit Break, which it can do a ton of damage. That Dragapult could also be very annoying depending on its set. If it has Thunderbolt, if this is a special Dragapult, that could be super scary for me to deal with. So I want to scout for an electric type move. I think that's definitely a big priority. If my opponent leads Dragapult, I think I just hard switch into Gastrodon. I don't think I risk it. So we'll see what my opponent decides to lead here. I'll go for a Will-O-Wisp attempt into that slot. We're going to see the Dragapult Arcanine. Okay. I think it might be Thunderbolt on the Dragapult, but I guess we'll find out. Gonna lead the Sableye and Cramorant here. Well, either of these Pokemon could have Watch on the electric type move, really. So, if I had the option, I would probably switch into Rhyperior, but since I don't, I'll go for the Will-O-Wisp into the Dragapult slot, and I will go hard into my Gastrodon for that. I think I will go hard into Gastrodon to cover for that electric type move. So, yep, not the worst position out there, but definitely not a great one. I'll Will-O-Wisp the Dragapult here because if it's a physical one, I want my Gastrodon to take less damage. And I don't care if I get eject button out. I would like to eject button the Dragapult if possible, but we'll find out, I guess, in due time. I could also trick the Arcanine, which actually could be really good here too. Get rid of, well, here's the thing. If I get tricked into a potential Assault Vest, if one of these Pokemon are Assault Vests, basically it is Sableye's useless. So bring out the Gastrodon here. We'll see a Dynamax that looks like it comes out from one of my opponent's Pokemon, which is interesting. I don't think you would Dynamax if you didn't have an electric type move. So let's see what's Dynamaxing. Probably the Dragapult. Yep. Okay. So Dragapult's gonna Dynamax. You know what would have been funny? Me going for Trick, but don't have to here. Let's see what my opponent's gonna do after I go for the Will-O-Wisp here. Let's see if it's Lumberry or not. We do connect, which is nice. So if this physical is we're taking a lot less. Okay, Max Dragon looks like it comes out into the Sableye slot, which is fine. I can't tell if that's physical or special. I feel like special should have done a bit more, but I'm not 100% confident. We'll eject button out with our Sableye. I guess we'll bring out our Arcanine for the Intimidate. It's Life Orb. Okay, so it's physical Life Orb. Okay, that makes more sense. We'll go on an Arcanine, I guess. Yeah, I like bringing out the Arcanine here. Getting an Intimidate off into the Arcanine slot on my opponent's side. Getting some chip. We're going to see the Snarl come out, which is fine. Okay. So maybe just doesn't have the best way to deal with the Cramorant. Okay. I don't want to Dynamax my Pokemon at all yet. I think what I want to do is just protect my Arcanine and stockpile with my... No, I don't want to stockpile because there is that Dhelmise, and I'll probably be switching out a bit. So we'll go for Recover Gastrodon. We'll try to minimize the damage we're taking from this Dynamax Dragapult, stall it out a little bit. It'll be taking recoil from Life Orb and Burn. Then we can strike it with like the Foul Play or something. So yeah, pretty happy about this position right now. My opponent's not really in a good spot right here. Probably wants to reposition with, I think, the Arcanine. Probably wants to switch out. Maybe a Max Ghost, or I don't know if he would Max Dragon again. I think Max Dragon is a very fair play to lower the Arcanine's physical attack stat. So you could bring out your Dhelmise, for instance. Oh, it's Helping Hand. Okay. Interesting. So we will protect our Arcanine and we'll recover Gastrodon. Let's see what's going to be targeted here. I think it's going to be the Arcanine, but let's see. Yeah, it's Arcanine. Perfect. Still does a good amount. Okay. And then we'll recover the Gastrodon. Our Gastrodon's going to be -2 defense after the next Max Phantasm, but we're okay in this spot. We get to recover off the damage with our Gastrodon, which wasn't much in the first place. And now we'll just sack our Sableye at this point, because I don't think Sableye is really helping here. And I'd rather keep health on Arcanine to deal with that Dhelmise than keep around the Gastrodon. So we'll go for another Recover, I think. Actually, I kind of want to Earth Power. Yeah, I'm going to Earth Power, actually. I think my opponent does target down the Arcanine once again. And Recover wouldn't get me much there. And I feel like Helping Hand things shouldn't still do too much damage right now. But we'll see here, I guess. Because I think what you're trying to do is go for that end game with the Dhelmise, right? Max Phantasm. Yeah, it does target down that slot. So I'm pretty happy about this. I get the ability to get an Earth Power off, which is pretty big. And yeah, this is not bad at all. So we will see what comes out from my opponent. We will get an Earth Power off into the Arcanine slot, which does a good amount of damage, even due to -1. Alright, nice. I want to go out into our Cramorant here, and I do want to click Scald, I think, into the Arcanine slot. The reason I want to do Scald here is because I want to switch out my Gastrodon into my Arcanine here, because I'm expecting the Dhelmise to want to come out here. So we'll bring out the Arcanine. I also want to reset the defenses on my Gastrodon, which is pretty huge. So we'll go for the Scald into Arcanine, which won't get redirected by Gastrodon because we are switching out into my own Arcanine. And then we can start firing off some offense. I don't know who I want to Dynamax yet, though. It's either going to be the Gastrodon or the Cramorant. And I'm still not sure which one I really want to Dynamax yet. So now it is going to be a big question. But right now, we kind of stalled out our opponent's Dynamax successfully. I mean, we lost a Pokemon. But Sableye got the burn off in the Dragapult. It got basically what I needed it to do. And we kind of weakened our opponent's team by a good amount of HP. So let's see what my opponent's going to do. Dragapult's going to switch out, actually. Is that going to be the Dhelmise? Yeah, perfect. So this is pretty good here. I'm going to be able to get Intimidate off into the Dhelmise and potentially just knock out the Arcanine with a Scald, which would be lovely. So we'll get our Arcanine in. Get Intimidate off once again into the Arcanine and that Dhelmise, which is pretty big. We can go for a Will-O-Wisp into that slot, which is great. We will see a Snarl come out, so it's a fast one. Arcanine avoids, but that wasn't the one. Well, we have Flamethrower, I guess. It's not Flarelets, I keep forgetting. Our Cramorant takes a bit of chip. We'll get Scald off into the Arcanine. Arcanine will go down. So, goodbye, Arcanine. And let's see what my opponent's going to bring out. Sylveon's also a very big scare threat because we don't have the best answers to Sylveon. Dusclops is going to come out, though. Okay. So that's an interesting one. Finds my Choice Specs. Finds my Citrus Berry. Realistically, do I have a reason to switch out here? I think the best play is just to Scald the Dusclops, who's probably setting up Trick Room, and Will-O-Wisp the Dhelmise, which most likely is just going to go for the Protect anyway, yeah. Which I'm fine with, because next turn I can just Dynamax my Cramorant, go for a Max Fly here into the Dhelmise, do a ton of damage, and I get a Scald Chance Burn into the Dusclops. Which doesn't, but Trick Room will go up, which is fine. I'm going to Oh, there's Ally Switch potential. I keep forgetting. So I'm actually going to Dynamax the and Airstream the Dhelmise, and I'm going to Will-O-Wisp the Dusclops to cover for the Ally Switch potential. I think it's definitely possible, so I do want to go for this. It's not technically the optimal play, but yeah, Yeah, I just want to cover for that because I forgot Ally Switch is a potential move on Dusclops, and I do want to cover that option. Airstream doing a bunch of damage into the Dhelmise would be lovely. Or gain the burn. So, bring out the Dynamax Cramorant. Why is it a different color when it Dynamaxes? Ally Switch? No, just Shadow Sneak. Oh, it's policy. Oh. That was not what I expected. Shadow Claw gonna come out in Arcanine. Does survive actually. Wow, that's actually kind of weak. Okay. Arcanine gonna heal a bit. We're gonna be able to get our max Airstream off into the Dhelmise, which almost picks up a knockout. It's not exactly there, but okay. I will go for the Max Hail afterward. We're going to get a Will-O-Wisp off into the Dusclops. The best place to go for Max Hailstorm and a Snarl because it will cover both avenues. Even if there's an ally switch or something, I'm guaranteed to knock out the Dhelmise this turn, 100%. So I will go for the Max Hailstorm and I will go for Snarl. It covers both avenues. Even an ally switch, even a Protect. So, yep, that is the play I do want to make here. I should consider Shadow Sneak Weakness Policy a potential option. Huh. Okay. Let's see what my opponent's going to do afterward. This got very, very interesting very fast. So, let's see what my opponent's going to do. Is there an ally switch? No, just Shadow Sneak, which is fine. That's not going to do anything to the Arcanine anyway. Nope. Power Whip into the Cramorant. Okay, I need to hit the Snarl. That's the important part. If I hit Snarl, I win. If I don't, we're in a concerning spot. Okay, we hit Snarl, so that is the game, I think. Because I don't think my opponent with the burn stuff, with the burn Dusclops and the burn Dragapult can beat down the Gashon. Unless it has Curse. That's like the one move that could probably save it, actually. Yeah, if it's Curse, I guess that's going to be a big pain. We're going to go into Gashadon and click Stockpile. And we're just going to keep clicking Snarl. I don't have to worry about weakness policy on any of these Pokemon. So I might as well just click Stockpile, boost my defenses, because that way these burn Pokemon can't do anything. Other than Nightshade, of course, from the Dusclops, which is fixed damage. We can go for the Snarl here. In case my opponent anticipates a Protect from the Arcanine. But yeah, we just slowly chip away these Pokemon to win the game. There really isn't much that the Dusclops can do to my Pokemon. So yeah, I feel pretty good about this position. So let us see how my opponent's going to react here. Probably going to go on the offense, I would assume. Just trying to figure out what my opponent really wants to do here. Going to be the Pain Split into the Gastrodon, so I wanted to take away my HP, which makes sense. That does a good amount, but I am able to get a Stockpile off, so I don't think that Dragapult can really Revenge KO my Gastrodon. This might be a bit of a while. Phantom Force is going to come out. Wait, why is that slower than my Arcanine? I missed Dusclops, that's not a big deal. Why is that slower than my Arcanine? Okay, that's an interesting one. We'll go for the Snarl. We'll go for the Stockpile once again. Boost up our defense. Then we'll start Earth Powering the Dragapult, I guess. Why is that Dragapult slow? Shadow Sneak going to come out of Arcanine and get a bit of chip. I'm guessing Phantom Force is also going to go into that slot. We'll get a Stockpile off once again. And yeah, we're going to be at +2 in our defense and physical and special defense. Although I don't think the special side will matter. Phantom Force will come out in Arcanine, pick up that knockout, which is fine. And yeah, we do have Recover. It's Life Orb, taking the recoil. I don't think Dusclops can stall me out with Pain Split by itself. Rickman returns to normal. We'll go for a... I guess we'll just Earth Power the Dusclops, because I think Dragapult might decide to Phantom Force again, or maybe even Protect. So yeah, I think that's the safe play. Just get some chip. Oh, there's a timer, right? I could lose this on timer very easily. Oh, that was what my opponent was playing for. No. I think I played this pretty well too. My opponent's taking all the time. I think I lost on timer. This is why I hate the 15-minute timer, because I'm pretty sure if there was even 5 more minutes in this game, I had the game locked. Because you're just gonna oh, you protected. Okay. Interesting. Earth power into the Dusclops. You're not Trick Rooming, are you? You should just be going for a Will-O-Wisp. Okay. I'm gonna recover first, and then I'm gonna attempt to Earth power to Dragapult and hope maybe I have enough recovery left. This is gonna be super close. 2 minutes till the battle ends, so at least my opponent. If my opponent gets the read right though and doesn't Phantom Force, I'm in a lot of trouble. But I'm gonna recover here. Oh, it comes down to, do you Phantom Force here to try to avoid the Earth power, or are you going to go for the what's it called? The dragon, any dragon move or any attack that can hit the Gastrodon. Oh, timer is so. I didn't realize how. Well, I don't think we ever really went to timer in back-to-back battles, so might as well do it now. I'm actually surprised how it hasn't really affected too many of our battles, actually. I think this is the first time we're ever really affecting this, so, huh. Shadow Sneak. Give me the Phantom Force, please. Okay, good. Actually, I might still lose, because I don't remember if, Oh, are we gonna have enough your time? No, after all the burns, we lost if you just stall out. I just needed 1 more minute. Come on. Earth power would have knocked out the Dragapult. My opponent wouldn't have enough recovery. Are you kidding me? Unless the timer doesn't register, right? But if my opponent wastes a full 45 seconds, you should have this. Man, that's frustrating. That's frustrating. Worst timer ever. I'm actually really surprised. I guess I can't complain too much because it hasn't really happened yet. But this is a time I'm recording that's like before Dallas Regional, so I have no idea if the timer is going to affect tournament games because I haven't played in a big tournament with really the timer too much. I played in an MSS and a lot of my games went to timer, so I'm not really huge about it. But yeah, it looks like did I lose straight out or do I get one more turn? Yeah. Man, that's frustrating. I think I played everything I needed to do, and I just lose based on that, which is super short. Like, normally I don't complain about losing the timer most of the time because, like, it happens. But, like, when it's, like, 15 minutes like this, I feel like it's just super frustrating, especially in a format that can reward bulky play in general. Man, get out of here. This was so dumb. Why is it Thunder Punch Grimmsnarl? Oh, that's frustrating. Oh well, we're gonna continue on and play this game. And that should have been a win. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Timer is a resource though, and that's kind of one of the drawbacks for using something like Stockpile Gastrodon. I guess maybe I should have targeted down. I should have just targeted down to. Well, when was I ever getting an Earth Power into Dragapult though? That Phantom Force turns, like, I was never getting an extra Earth Power into Dragapult, I felt like, ever. So even if I wanted to target the Dragapult, I literally couldn't have. So yeah, that's frustrating. Oh well. Beto D as our next opponent. Tyranitar, Duraludon, Whimsicott, Gyarados, Chandelure, and Darmanitan. Looks like a more offensive team, it looks like. Okay. I'm not sure if I want to lead. I don't know if I want to bring Sableye because I don't think Sableye is good. I could Wisp one Pokemon, maybe Trick for the strategy, but I don't think it's worth it. I think it's just worth bringing Arcanine lead with Cramorant. And I think it's better to have the Gastrodon and the Rhyperior in the back. Yeah, because Rhyperior is good in this game. I should Should I have bet Rotom? Rotom might have been helpful. It might have been. It might have been. Now that I look back at it. I keep forgetting to bring the Rotom because it's definitely a potential good option here. We'll see how this goes though. Definitely think this is definitely a weird matchup. We're gonna see the Channel or Duraludon, so that's perfect for my Arcanine lead because I can go for Snarl right here. And with the Cramorant lead, I can go for... I kind of want to just go back into Gastrodon because I don't want to risk a Thunderbolt right off the bat if this Duraludon does carry Thunderbolt. Most of them haven't been opting for Thunderbolt recently, but it's just a better to be safe than sorry situation. So I will go for Snarl right here, and we'll go straight into the Gastrodon because we don't risk anything here. So let's see what my opponent's going to opt for. Snarl is definitely my best play here. Dynamax could come out from either one of these Pokemon. Maybe, I don't think you would go hard into Tyranitar to switch in, but we'll see. Bring out the Gastrodon, maybe a Gyarados switch in. We do see a Dynamax coming out, and that looks like it's going to be the Duraludon. So, okay. Duraludon is going to be a threat. Yep. I wonder if it is Max Electric or not, if it's just Max Dragon, or... I would say Max Dragon's coming out, but we'll see. Chandelure just going to protect. Okay, so not going on the offensive with the Chandelure, which is nice. We're going to get a Snarl off. Please hit the Duraludon. It's a giant target. Okay, good. Like, Dynamax Pokemon shouldn't be able to dodge attacks, really. Except maybe Oko moves, in my opinion. We do see the Max Lightning come out, so I do get that call right. I do avoid a pretty big scenario, and I can go for another Snarl, which is nice. And, I think I just Scald the Gyarados in attempt for a burn because I think Gyarados is coming in. So I will go for a Scald. We have one battle where we literally just lose on timer, and then we have a game that we win turn 1 when the game was still a game. Huh? Choice Scarfed or Manatan. That guy had Energy Ball too. My opponent could have actually doubled up the Gastrodon because I was gonna Scald that slot. Weakness Palsy Tyranitar. Why do you forfeit? Also, my opponent has a lot of grass type moves. It's Life Orb Duraludon too. I thought this would be Assault Vest. See, there are so... I don't get why my opponent forfeited at all. Wait, what is this Gyarados that has Thunder Wave? Okay, my opponent shouldn't have forfeited, in my opinion. I know you got the turn 1 wrong and you wasted a turn Dynamax, but I don't think that's like the end of the world. I think you had a pretty decent shot to win the game if you played right. I don't know, man. I don't know, but that's going to be it. I think that's pretty good. Hope that you enjoyed today's episode of VGC 2020 Baek Battles. If you did enjoy, please leave a like down below. Show support. Those you can check out the rest of my stuff down below in the description, such as my social medias, the sides here on the channel, and more. You can check out the Pacement of the team down below in the description, or the rental code that Plups team have in the description down below. But otherwise, thank you all for so much. If you want to go an extra mile to support my content, there is my Patreon page and my Twitch channel. Link in the descriptions down below. But otherwise, thank you all for tuning in. Have a great day, people. Until we bow again, I'll catch y'all later.